Are you looking to get the P-Smart 2019 and do you just want to know if you should? I've used it for a few weeks and I'm going to be telling you all about my experiences. Hi there, my name is Isabella and this is EOEYES, where I'm telling you everything you need to know about everyday tech. They are in two variants, which is the black one and the Aurora Blue. I had the Aurora Blue and I loved it. The way the light reflects on it, I think it's just beautiful, but it's my personal favorite. Of course, it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, so I have used a case around it. Just a simple case, a silicone case, just to keep it clean. And I do advise you to do that if you want to avoid it being scratched or all the fingerprints on the back. That screen, I have to say, I really love the screen. When you're watching like movies on it, the screen is amazingly good. And you can of course punch in to make it full screen, which gives you the extra experience of all the screen that you're having. And of course has the dewdrop display, which means on the top of the screen you have the little bit surrounding the camera, but I have to say, when you're watching content, because it's so small, it doesn't really affect your screen very much, so that's very good. The sound out of the speaker is decent. Of course it's not the best around, but I have to say it sounded pretty good. Here's the sound clip. So again, I have to say, it's alright. One of the things I love most about this phone is the battery. I've used it with medium usage, with not all day long, but pretty much, and that will keep me at least a day and a half, sometimes even more than 2 days. So that was very good. Of course it takes about 2 hours to charge, but if you then get a day and a half to 2 days at least, that's a fair deal. What I also like about this phone is that it has a notification LED. Not all medium phones have that, and this one has it. It is situated on the bottom of the phone, which is of course a different place than normal. But I have to say, on top is only the dewdrop, so there's not much space there, and at least they have it. So that's good. Do keep in mind though, if you're using this phone, you have to use the Swift keyboard to make it run very smoothly. It responds to that keyboard very fast, but when I changed it up to Gboard, which I also like very much, the phone became very laggy. And I was really blaming it on the phone, and then I switched back to Swift, and it worked perfectly. So it really had to do with the keyboard. So if you are someone who uses a custom keyboard, you might want to rethink that, because the phone will probably get a lot slower with that. Our next item on the agenda is the camera, of course. And I have to say, the camera on this phone is pretty decent. During the day it makes great photos. Also, I've turned it on, the AI, but also some with AI turned off. The results were okay. I didn't see very much difference with the AI mode, but sometimes it just really made it a little bit sharper in some places of the photo. So basically I do like the idea of the AI possibility, but I think they have to work on it a little bit more. At night the camera was alright. Not as great, I have to say. It became a little bit grainy, but during the day the photos were good. I am not much of a gamer, but I have played a few games. I always try Alto's Odyssey on my phones to see how it runs. It runs very smoothly, no lag, and the gameplay is very nice. Of course you can enjoy the full screen, which is great. I do have to say it heated up a little bit after about 10 minutes playing. So that's something to keep in mind if you play games which are a little bit heavier. But small games like card games, like Word Feud, like Candy Crush, things like that will run perfectly. What I also like about this phone is it has a headphone jack. And yes, I was already getting used to wearing Bluetooth earbuds, but I have to say, just being able to plug a headset in and just listening was actually pretty nice. I'm fine either way, with or without a headphone jack, but I just wanted to point it out. And sound from the headset was decent. Then there is EMUI, which for me, I love and I hate. Yeah, I like the gestures. I especially like that you can either swipe from the left or the right side of the screen to go one screen back, which makes this phone very good for lefties and righties. And you don't see that everywhere. On the other side, I don't like it when smartphones want you to cramp all your apps on all your home screens and you have to make apps with all the apps. I don't really like that. But luckily, Huawei lets you change to an app drawer, which I like very much, and put your apps there. And that's basically it for my experience. I love the battery of this phone for this price. So if you want a phone with a great battery, depending of course on your usage, this is a very good option. My question to you, is this the phone for you? Are you interested and why? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very curious to hear from you. And for now, thank you very much for watching. If you want to be informed whenever I post a new video, click on the button subscribe, and then I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned, stay awesome, and I will see you soon.